Master your mind. Unlock the highest state of life. Use your mind shapes your reality. Did you know that 90% of your struggles come from how you perceive the world, not the world itself? Imagine being able to instantly let go of negativity, stop overthinking, and live with unshakable peace. In this video, I'll show you how to master your mind, reshape your reality, and unlock the highest state of life. Stick around, this could change everything. We must learn to return others' negative words and actions to them, not take them into our hearts. This way, no one can make us angry, troubled, or pained. Do not try to control or change others' words and actions, nor judge them. Returning everything about others to them is returning peace to ourselves. As long as we do not hit, insult, or violate moral and legal boundaries, others truly do not care what we do, and we will not harm them. Many of life's troubles come from overthinking others' opinions and feelings. In reality, as long as we do not cross our principles and boundaries, we can do whatever we need to. No matter what problems life seems to present, the first thing we must do is not to worry or drain ourselves internally. If we encounter so-called problems and immediately feel troubled or start internal conflicts, we will then have to solve two issues: the original problem and the psychological problems it triggers. External problems, at their worst, are matters of life and death, but psychological problems can torment our hearts every moment. By seeing life and death lightly and not taking anything too seriously, our hearts will feel light. We should not view any problem as a lion, as that will only scare us. When our hearts are light and peaceful, we gain the strength to play with all problems, treating them as toys and solving them as a game. Life will then become fun and interesting. When we dare to treat all problems as toys and games, life becomes a playground. But when we see problems as serious, we lock our hearts with heavy chains. When our hearts carry these heavy chains, we will inevitably collapse, and life will become unbearable. No expensive health supplements can compare to maintaining inner peace and joy. A good mood is the best form of health. No matter what happens, we can decide whether to let it trouble us. No person or thing can directly force troubles into our hearts. Troubles are not something that can be packed into a suitcase and carried everywhere. They are illusory, intangible things. We do not need to pursue happiness. When our hearts do not cling to troubles, troubles become empty, and our hearts become joyful. When we wish for everyone's peace, joy, and prosperity, we will not feel jealousy and can avoid the pain it brings. When we observe our thoughts and inner feelings, we will find that when we harbor good intentions, our hearts feel beauty, and when we harbor ill intentions, our hearts feel pain. When someone harbors ill intentions toward others, their own heart suffers first. When troubles arise, our task is not to find reasons to justify them, but to remind ourselves that all troubles harm us. If we truly want to treat ourselves well, we should not support troubles with various viewpoints, but instead remind ourselves that troubles are self-harm. What we see is not the thing itself, but our perception of it, and our perceptions are merely biases, not truths. There is no absolute truth in life, only relative truths. What we believe becomes our relative truth. Knowing this, we will no longer insist on being absolutely right or demand that others agree with our views. When we rely on nothing and need no support, we return to completeness and freedom. We can enjoy money, love, and everything else, but if we become attached to them, troubles will sneak in. When troubles arise in our hearts, it shows that some of our beliefs need adjustment, just as when our bodies feel unwell, they need medicine. When we have the mindset that even if the sky falls, we will not be troubled, we become joyful and powerful people. Life itself is not inherently bitter. When we do not think life is bitter, our hearts do not feel bitterness. Only when we believe life is bitter do our hearts feel it. Whether we have blessings does not depend on external things, but on whether our hearts are constantly troubled by various attachments. If our hearts have few attachments and troubles, even if our external lives are plain, our hearts will still feel happiness and joy. When external things can no longer easily trigger troubles, we have found true, eternal blessings. External fame, wealth, and achievements can all be lost, but a heart free from troubles will always stay with us. Nothing in life is worth troubling over because nothing is more important than our inner happiness. Those who rely on wealth, love, or external things for happiness will be disappointed. We do not need to try too hard to please others. Those who like us will do so naturally, and those who do not like us will only enjoy being flattered, not truly liking us. Hoping for others' happiness and trying to please others are two different things. The former has no ulterior motives, while the latter often hides other intentions, which inevitably lead to disappointment. Life itself has no inherent bitterness, it is our attachments that create it. When we let go of these attachments, our hearts return to normal, and bitterness disappears. Happiness is a belief, just as troubles are a belief. If we believe in happiness, we experience it. If we believe in troubles, we experience them. When our hearts are troubled, it is because we have believed in certain troubling thoughts, such as life is terrible, others are terrible, or I am terrible. To avoid troubles, we must learn not to believe or follow these thoughts, letting them arise and vanish on their own, returning to an empty heart. When we think someone is bad, it does not mean they are absolutely bad, it means we believe they are bad. When we think someone is good, it does not mean they are absolutely good, it means we believe they are good. When we think wealth is inherently good, it does not mean wealth is absolutely good, it means we believe it is good. If this video resonated with you, please subscribe to the Wise Elders channel for more enlightening information, leave a like, and share it with others who might find it useful. Until next time, stay curious, stay wise, and I'll see you soon.